Mowgli joyfully plays with Grey Brother and Akala's pups, their laughter echoing through the jungle. Baloo teaches the cubs about the jungle's wonders, instilling respect for every plant and animal. Distant sounds of trees being chopped down echo ominously, initially dismissed by the animals. In the heart of the wolf den, the firelight casts eerie shadows as Akela surveys his anxious pack. The distant chopping grows louder, a chilling prelude to the scout's grim report. Humans trespass with tools of change. Akala's voice cuts through the unease. We must remain vigilant, but avoid confrontation. Our strength lies in unity, not reckless aggression. Mowgli's warning pierces the night. But Akela, something is not right. I remember the ways of humans. These tools, they mean to change things, to take what is ours. Deep within the dense jungle, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera cautiously advance. Drawn by the sound of disruptive chopping, they halt abruptly, discovering a hidden camp masked as a lumber operation. Mowgli stealthily approaches, intent on overhearing the poachers' sinister plans. They are not lumberjacks. They are here to capture the animals. Slade's cruel words echo through the camp. This jungle and its pathetic inhabitants are nothing but profit waiting to be collected. Mowgli's resolve hardens, fueled by a fierce determination. I must act quickly to protect my pack. In the heart of the Indian jungle, the air is thick with the scent of jasmine. As Rohan ventures deeper, a notebook, his only guide. He envisions Mowgli, a phantom of the wild, darting between the ancient trees. Driven by his quest, Rohan presses on, determined to find the legendary banyan tree. Rohan enters the clearing, his eyes widening at the sight of the colossal banyan tree. A small monkey huddles at the tree's base, whimpering softly. Rohan kneels, his heart aching at the sight of the monkey's twisted leg. A familiar leaf catches Rohan's eye, promising relief. Rohan's brow furrows as he gently tends to the monkey's wound with a leaf. He crafts a makeshift splint from twigs and leaves, securing it with strips of bark. The monkey relaxes under Rohan's touch, sensing his kindness. I will return tomorrow, Bandu. I promise. Weeks later, Bandu stands strong beside Rohan, his leg fully healed. Rohan studies the banyan tree, carefully gathering samples. He collects leaves and roots, confirming the tree's healing properties. Rohan spots a group of poachers moving through the dense foliage, their intentions clear. They carry nets and traps, their eyes scanning the undergrowth, searching for the jungle's rare creatures. Rohan swiftly scales the massive banyan tree, seeking a high vantage point. From his perch, Rohan takes a deep breath and begins to imitate the calls of various jungle animals, disorienting and frightening the poachers. Rohan descends from the tree, his face radiant with triumph. Bandu expresses his joy, affectionately nuzzling against Rohan's leg.
Mowgli swings effortlessly through the jungle canopy, his face radiant with joy. Baloo relaxes at the base of a large tree, scratching his back with pure contentment. From a nearby perch, Bagheera watches over them, his eyes reflecting a deep, protective affection. Baloo's voice booms with contentment. Life doesn't get better than this, little buddy. Mowgli's reply echoes through the trees. You said it, Baloo. Mowgli is crouched, engrossed in drawing figures in the mud near the riverbank. He stops, his attention caught by a set of unusual tracks pressed into the earth. Bagheera appears, circling the tracks with growing concern. Bagheera's tone is grave. These are not tracks I recognize. Something new is in our jungle. Mowgli looks up at Bagheera, his brow furrowed with worry. In the heart of the cave, Baloo, Mowgli, and Bagheera gather, firelight painting their faces with shadows. Bagheera warns, these tracks belong to a creature known for its cunning and aggression. We must be cautious. Mowgli declares with resolve, well, protect our jungle, no matter what. The strange tracks on the cave floor hint at an approaching threat.
Rohan, a young boy with a notebook and a jungle book, explores the edge of the Kanha Tiger Reserve. The air is thick with the scent of wet earth and jasmine. He observes the wildlife with keen interest, documenting his findings in his notebook. His father, Vijay, a forest ranger, has instilled in him a deep respect for nature. Rohan stumbles upon a group of distressed langurs gathered around a dried-up waterhole. Their faces are etched with desperation. The delayed monsoon has left the jungle parched. Rohan realizes the severity of the situation and the urgent need for water. Rohan bursts into his home, where his grandmother, Amara, is preparing tea. He urgently tells her about the animals suffering from the drought. Amara listens patiently, her eyes reflecting wisdom and determination. She suggests cleaning the old well near the village as a solution. The villagers led by Rohan and Amara, work together to clean the old well. Men, women, and children join hands, removing debris and clearing the path to the waterhole. Their collective effort showcases their compassion for the animals. After 2 days of relentless effort, the well is clean, and Rohan's homemade water pump is ready. Rohan and Amara operate the pump, slowly filling the waterhole. The langurs and other animals cautiously approach, their thirst quenched, their eyes filled with gratitude. Vijay returns from his patrol, witnessing the filled waterhole and the peaceful animals. Rohan shares the story of the well, the pump, and the villagers' collective effort. Vijay hugs Rohan, expressing his immense pride and acknowledging Rohan's courage and compassion. Mowgli soars through the jungle canopy, his laughter echoing through the trees. Baloo lumbers good-naturedly below, his playful roars shaking the leaves. Bagheera follows with feline grace, his sleek form a shadow among the dense undergrowth. Baloo, catch me if you can! Mowgli's voice rings out, challenging his friend. Baloo responds with a booming voice. I'm coming, little cub. Amidst the storm's fury, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera seek refuge within the ancient ruins, their silhouettes stark against the flashes of lightning. Baloo gestures expansively, weaving a tale of jungle lore that captivates young Mowgli. Mowgli listens intently, his eyes wide with wonder, as Baloo shares his jungle wisdom. And that, little cub, is how the monkeys lost their tails. A valuable lesson indeed. Mowgli, captivated, seeks confirmation. Wow. Did it really happen like that, Baloo? Bagheera stands guard at the entrance, his voice a low warning against the storm. The storm is worsening. We must stay vigilant. At the riverbank, Mowgli confronts Shere Khan, the tiger's eyes burning with malice. You don't belong here, man-cub. The jungle is for animals. Shere Khan's voice echoes with threat. Bagheera emerges, positioning himself to protect Mowgli from the looming danger. Mowgli, a whirlwind of youthful energy, soars through the jungle canopy, a stark contrast to the watchful eyes of Bagheera and the carefree spirit of Baloo. Baloo's jovial voice echoes through the trees. Mowgli, slow down. You'll wear yourself out before lunchtime. Mowgli's laughter rings out, a carefree sound that dances through the trees. Bagheera, perched high above, silently observes, his gaze sharp and ever vigilant. Mowgli approaches the riverbank, seeing human footprints in the mud. Bagheera appears, his voice a stern warning. The human village is not for you, Mowgli. Remember what Shere Khan seeks. Mowgli stares at the footprints, torn between his wild upbringing and the undeniable pull of his human origins. In the heart of the ancient ruins, Shere Khan prowls, his eyes burning with predatory hunger. Tabaki trembles, whispering, Mowgli was seen near the human village, Great Khan. Shere Khan's rage boils over as he declares, The man, cub, cannot escape his destiny. He will be mine.
Mowgli laughs, swinging through the dense jungle, carefree and wild. Baloo lumbers playfully behind, his voice booming. A carefree song fills the air. From a tree branch above, Bagheera watches with concern. Mowgli, be careful not to stray too far from our territory. Ignoring Bagheera's warnings, Mowgli wanders deeper into the crumbling temple, where sunlight dances through the decaying roof. Mowgli explores ancient carvings, fingers tracing the stories etched in stone. A hidden chamber is revealed. Escape is cut off as Shere Khan appears, his shadow looming over Mowgli. Shere Khan's voice echoes through the temple. You don't belong in the jungle, man-cub. Under the silver and black hues of moonlight, Baloo and Bagheera frantically search the riverbank, their eyes darting through the shadows. Kaa uncoils from a tree branch, his shimmering scales catching the faint light as he watches them with ancient eyes. Lost, are we? Perhaps I can assist. For a price. Answer my riddles, and I shall reveal the whereabouts of the man-cub. Bagheera's patience wears thin. We haven't time for games, Kaa. Mowgli is in danger. Baloo, ever the optimist, chimes in. Riddles, huh? I'm pretty good at riddles. Hit me with your best shot, Snakey. Kaa's voice drips with amusement. Very well. What has an eye but cannot see? Baloo, after a moment of comical struggle, triumphantly shouts, I got it, a needle. Kaa acknowledges with a hint of surprise. Correct. One more. What is always in front of you but can't be seen? Baloo blurts out. Future. It's the future. Kaa, impressed, begins to reveal Mowgli's location. Impressive, bear. Very well, Mowgli is. Mowgli
sprints through the dense jungle, desperately evading the relentless pursuit of Shere Khan. Shere Khan's roars reverberate through the trees, a terrifying echo of the danger closing in. Bagheera observes from the canopy above, a silent guardian ready to descend. Bathed in the soft glow of filtered sunlight, Baloo lies in carefree repose, his ample belly exposed to the jungle air. Mowgli sits beside Baloo, mirroring the bear's relaxed posture, absorbing the lesson of simple contentment. Baloo pats his belly. Now, Mowgli, the bare necessities of life will come to you. Forget about your worries and your strife. Bagheera enters, his sleek form a stark contrast to the jovial scene, his exasperation palpable as he confronts Baloo. Baloo, what are you teaching him? He needs to learn how to survive, not how to laze around. Under the moon's gaze, Mowgli stumbles wearily into the heart of the ancient ruins, his breath ragged. A raucous symphony of chattering explodes as a legion of monkeys descends upon Mowgli, encircling him with frenzied curiosity. From a throne woven of vines and debris, King Louie's imposing figure emerges, his voice echoing through the ruins. Welcome, Mowgli. We've been expecting you. King Louie extends a persuasive invitation. Join us. Tell us the secret of the red flower, and you can be one of us. Mowgli stands firm, his loyalty unwavering. I don't know any secrets. I belong with my pack, with Baloo and Bagheera. In a sun-drenched clearing, Shere Khan explodes from the jungle, his snarl shattering the peace. Bagheera, a shadow of fury, intercepts the tiger's attack, hissing defiance. Baloo roars, a mountain of fur and muscle, shielding Mowgli from the predator's wrath. Mowgli scans the jungle, seeking any edge to turn the tide. Against the backdrop of a vibrant sunset, Mowgli, Bagheera, and Baloo stand together, overlooking the vast jungle. Mowgli gazes out at the endless expanse, contemplating his place in the wild. A silent promise of loyalty and friendship passes between them, etched in their hearts. Mowgli soars through the jungle, his laughter echoing through the trees. Baloo lumbers below, his massive form a stark contrast to Mowgli's agility. Bagheera follows with effortless grace, a shadow moving silently through the undergrowth. Let's race, Baloo, Mowgli shouts, his voice filled with joy. Amidst the ancient ruins, vines crawl over weathered stone as Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera pause, the air thick with mystery. Baloo's clumsiness reveals a hidden passage, its darkness beckoning Mowgli's curiosity. What's down there? Mowgli asks, his eyes drawn to the inky blackness. Bagheera's caution hangs heavy. Danger, Mowgli. Best to leave it undisturbed. Mowgli stands alone, isolated by the riverbank, as the sunset turns the sky into a canvas of fiery colors. The vibrant colors of sunset reflect on the water, casting an ominous glow as a menacing growl shatters the peace. Shere Khan emerges from the shadows, his eyes gleaming with predatory hunger, as he threatens. You don't belong in the jungle, man-cub. I will hunt you down.
In the heart of the jungle, Mowgli frolics with wolf cubs, their laughter echoing through the trees. Mother Wolf watches with affection as her cubs play, her eyes reflecting a deep, protective love. Bagheera observes from the shadows, his expression a mask of concern amidst the jungle's symphony. In the heart of the wolf den, Mowgli listens attentively as Mother Wolf shares ancient jungle tales. Baloo's massive frame fills the den with warmth and laughter as he ambles in. Baloo begins to sing, "Let's forget about your worries and your strife." Baloo continues, I mean, the bare necessities are Mother Nature's recipes. That's why a bear can rest at ease, with just the bare necessities of life. Amidst the crumbling ruins, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera stand, shadows stretching long in the sun's harsh light. Bagheera's grave expression deepens as he warns. Shere Khan is a fearsome tiger who hates humans. You must learn to protect yourself, Mowgli. Baloo dismisses the danger with a playful swat. Relax, Bagheera. What's a little tiger gonna do? Mowgli remains focused, the tension palpable as he absorbs Bagheera's warning. Under the oppressive darkness of the jungle, Shere Khan's eyes burn with malevolent intent as he faces Mowgli. Baloo and Bagheera stand ready, their protective instincts ignited, poised to shield Mowgli from the looming threat. Shere Khan declares with venom, I intend to harm Mowgli. He is a threat to the jungle. Mowgli stands at the edge of the village, his gaze drawn back to the jungle he leaves behind. Baloo and Bagheera watch from afar, their hearts heavy with a mix of sorrow and acceptance. With a deep breath, Mowgli steps forward, embracing the unknown path that lies ahead. A baby, Mowgli, is found by Bagheera, a panther, in a basket. Bagheera decides to take him to a pack of wolves who have just had cubs. Raksha, the mother wolf, accepts Mowgli as one of her own. The scene establishes Mowgli's unusual origins and his acceptance into the wolf pack. Years later, Mowgli, now a young boy, lives happily among the wolves. He learns the laws of the jungle and enjoys playing with his wolf siblings. However, Shere Khan, a fearsome tiger, returns to the jungle and threatens Mowgli's safety. The wolves decide that Mowgli must leave to protect the pack. Bagheera escorts Mowgli to the human village. Along the way, they encounter Baloo, a carefree bear, who teaches Mowgli about the bare necessities of life. Shere Khan ambushes them, and a fierce battle ensues. Baloo and Bagheera fight bravely to protect Mowgli, highlighting their loyalty and courage. Mowgli befriends King Louie, an orangutan who wants to learn the secret of fire. King Louie kidnaps Mowgli and tries to force him to reveal the secret, but Baloo and Bagheera come to his rescue. The scene emphasizes the dangers Mowgli faces and the importance of his friends. Mowgli confronts Shere Khan in a final showdown. With the help of his animal friends and his own resourcefulness, Mowgli defeats Shere Khan and brings peace back to the jungle. The scene showcases Mowgli's growth and his ability to protect his home.